Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into something that, let's be honest, affects just about everyone, from students to CEOs. We're talking about that massive gap between what we learn in college and what we actually need to do to succeed at a job. And we're going to look at one academy that's built its entire mission around bridging that gap. So let's just get right to the heart of it with this question, right? Why is it that so many degrees are packed with theory, but the moment you step into the working world, it's all about execution? It's this fundamental disconnect that leaves so many amazing graduates feeling lost and companies spending a fortune just to get them up to speed. So here's a quick roadmap for what we're about to cover. We'll start by really defining this education to execution gap. Then we'll see how this academy is trying to fix it. After that, we'll look at the specific programs they have for students, for CA firms, and for bigger corporate teams before wrapping up with how they measure their actual impact. All right, first things first, the education to execution gap. The subtitle here really says it all, doesn't it? Why what you learn isn't always what you need. It's the simple but incredibly frustrating truth of the modern workplace. And wow, this slide just lays out the problem so clearly. On one side, you've got academic learning. It's all about understanding theories, acing exams, and getting that all-important certificate. But then you step into the industry and the entire rulebook changes. It's about execution, not theory. Success is measured by your results, not your test scores. The goal isn't just certification, it's being truly ready for a career. So, if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, this is where the academy comes in. They see themselves as that essential bridge, connecting the world of theory with the real world of practice. And this right here, this is their mantra. It's their entire philosophy boiled down to one powerful sentence. It's not about just getting another piece of paper. The whole point is being able to actually do the job from day one. Train for execution. That's the guiding light for everything they do. So what makes them so different? Well, it's not just one thing, it's a combination. First off, the trainers are people who are actually doing this work every single day. They're practicing professionals. They use real case studies from actual companies. The focus is always on practical, hands-on exposure, not just more theory. And it's all done in a structured way so you can actually measure the results. It's a low-cost, high-value model designed for long-term impact. Okay, let's dive into their first audience, students. How do you take someone who's fresh out of college and turn them into someone who's truly corporate ready? And here's the painful reality for so many graduates. You do everything right, you get the degree, but when you start interviewing for those finance jobs, you keep hearing the same thing. You need more practical experience. It's that classic chicken and egg problem, and this academy is designed to solve it. So here's a quick look at the program itself. It's a really focused 45-day course, all online with recorded classes, which makes it super accessible. And look at the topics. It's not fluff. It's practical accounting, GST, income tax, MIS, basically the exact skills that hiring managers are desperate for. But what's the real win for a student? What do they walk away with? Well, it boils down to this: confidence. The kind of confidence that lets you be effective from your very first day. You get real exposure to compliance and reporting, you get a certificate, and you even get placement support. It's the whole package. All right, let's switch gears and talk about a totally different group with its own unique set of problems. Chartered accountant firms. For them, the goal is to build amazing teams without the partners having to sacrifice all of their valuable time. And man, if you've ever run a small or medium-sized firm, this probably sounds painfully familiar. The partners, who should be focused on high-level client strategy and growing the business, are instead stuck training new staff over and over, dealing with inconsistent work, and then watching those people leave. It's a huge drain. So their solution for these firms is a really smart framework called the 3T staff training model. It's a one-year program that covers 3 key areas. First is technology, mastering tools like Excel and AI. Second is technical, getting deep into the weeds of things like income tax and GST. And third, maybe the most important, is temperament, developing an ownership mindset in real professional conduct. And this chart really tells the whole story. It shows the payoff. Without a system like this, partner time spent on training is through the roof. But with the 3T program, the claim is that partners can save up to 80% of that time. Just think about that. That's a game changer, freeing them up to actually run their business. Okay, now let's move into the corporate world. For larger teams, the Academy offers a couple of really distinct programs. One is all about boosting employee wellness, and the other is about boosting productivity. And they kick off their financial wellness program with this incredibly powerful idea: 60 minutes to secure 60 years of life. The whole concept is that a single, focused hour of the right financial education can set an employee on a path that protects them for the rest of their career. That's a pretty compelling promise. But why should a company care? Is this just a nice perk? Absolutely not. The thinking here is that this is a direct investment in the company's success. When employees aren't stressed about money, they're more focused, more productive, and more engaged. It leads to better retention, stronger loyalty, and makes the company a more attractive place to work. Now, their second corporate program is just as unique. We've all sat through those boring software classes that just teach you a bunch of features. This is the opposite of that. The goal isn't to teach you how to use Excel, it's to teach you how to think with Excel and AI, how to use these tools to solve actual business problems. That's a completely different and way more valuable skill. So when you pull all of this together, the student programs, the firm solutions, the corporate training, what's the big picture? What's the real mission that drives all of this? Well, they've set some incredibly clear and ambitious goals. This isn't just about running a business. It's a mission. They're aiming to help 500 students land great jobs, to systematize training for 100 CA firms, and through their wellness programs, to empower over 100,000 people with financial literacy. Those are some serious numbers. And all of those goals ladder up to this one clear vision: to be the single go-to solution for anyone and everyone in the world of commerce and finance who needs practical, results-driven learning. You know, it really all comes back to that core idea we saw earlier: train for execution. Because when you do that, you're not just teaching, you're building. You're building careers for students, you're building stronger firms for partners, and you're building confidence in every single person you train. So, as we wrap this up, I'll leave you with the same powerful question the Academy poses. And it's a really good one to ask yourself, no matter where you are in your professional life. Are you just learning for a certificate to hang on the wall, or are you truly training for the career that lies ahead?